YouTube world, it's Michelle again, coming to you from Western Washington, where we had record snowfall. Well, not record, but they haven't had a snow like this in years, like 2 inches. I think got 6 inches in parts, but they don't get much snow here, so it's been interesting. Today I'm going to show you the gear that I have for my 2017 AT Thru-Hike. Got it all set up. So let's begin. So first thing, this is what I'll be wearing. I've got my Prana convertible pants, which I love. I've hiked in these quite a bit. They have big pockets, which are very helpful in storing things. I have hiked a lot in these pants, and I just absolutely love them. And I've got my Appalachian Patagonia shirt, which I plan on wearing for the most part when it's cold. And of course, I plan on wearing my daddy's IU hat. So for shoes, I haven't decided which ones I'm going to start out with. I've got these Salomon XA Comp 7 shoes that I've hiked in, and I really like them. I also have these Obos, which I've hiked in for the most part. There's pros and cons to each. This one's waterproof. I just haven't quite decided. I love how these kind of have the strap here. They're so easy to take off, put on and off. However, I usually like to have this part open whenever I hike. It puts less pressure on the top of my foot. So here I have my down puffy jacket. It's an Arc'teryx Atom, which I've hiked in quite a bit and I really like. Have my Mammut Tatouche rain jacket, which I've used quite a bit, and I'll have to say I love it. This rain kilt that I made myself out of Tyvek. I have an REI fleece that I plan on wearing periodically when it gets really cold. Have these Capilene thermal pants that I plan on wearing hiking when it's cold. My sleeping gear consists of this Smart Wool midweight, or I think it's a 250 NT or something like that. And I've got some icebreaker pants, so that's what I'll be wearing when I sleep. I love these. These are silk REI shirt and bottoms, and I've worn these a lot. Now, I know what you're thinking, Michelle, you're carrying too much gear, but trust me, I know how I am at night, and I get very, very cold, so I need a little extra something there. Over here, I have 2 Injinji sock liners. I have Darn Tough socks, which I'll be taking 2. I've got a pair of those on right now. A sports bra, I've got 2 of those. A beanie, a buff, and my Outdoor Research balaclava, or however you say it, as well as 2 ex officio underwear, and a pair of light gloves. And I also have these really warm gloves, which I haven't decided if I'm going to bring or not, but I probably will, because I'm planning on starting March 1st, and I expect it will, from watching other Thru-Hike videos, I expect it may get very, very cold some nights. And then when the weather gets warmer, I plan on wearing my Prana skirt, which I've hiked in quite a bit, and I really like. It has the attached little shorts there, which I kind of wish they didn't. It would have been more convenient to, because I have to, take the skirt all the way down when I go pee. And I've got my Smart Wool shirt, which I plan on hiking in whenever it gets warmer. So this will be my warm weather. And I also have 2 bandanas here. One is a pee rag. I decided to go with the pee rag versus anything else. And the second bandana is going to be, I'm going to put it on the strap of my backpack, and that's going to be used to wipe off sweat while I walk. And I've used that combination a lot, and that is what works for me. I have my head net, my insect shield head net, which I'll be using when it gets warm as well. Here I have my electronics. I'm probably going to start out with my Apple Watch. and the charger. It doesn't take very long to charge my Apple Watch, and it lasts for quite a while, so I'll probably take that. My stick pick, my spot, and I have that attached to a little compass whistle / temperature gauge, which I really like taking primarily the temperature gauge, and I have a tendency to enjoy knowing which direction I'm going, so I know I don't need a compass, but I've really enjoyed taking them on the hikes that I've been on before. I have an Anchor charger to it's like 10,000 volts. It should be plenty, as well as one of these that charges things up very quickly, headphones, and my charger for my iPhone. And I have an iPhone 7, which obviously I'm using right now, and I plan on using my iPhone for pretty much everything: books, audiobooks, music, phone, just about everything. So I'm not going to take anything, and my camera, video, I'm not going to take anything else. I also have one of these things that I might bring. I haven't decided if I'm going to bring this or not, so that's possibly a no-go. Next, I've got my AT guide. I got the Appalachian Trail Passport, which apparently they just started last year or the year before that. I thought, what the heck, it wasn't that expensive. And a notebook with a pen that I'm going to put in this waterproof bag here. I'll probably take a third. I got the kind of guide that comes off like that. The pages are like that. So I'll probably take a third at a time, I'm thinking, and just have the other ones shipped to me. I decided to go with an Ursack for my food bag, and honestly, it was a spur of the moment thing. I was at REI and I was like, oh, I'll just get the Ursack. And I took it home. Then I started researching, so I did everything backwards. And I'll have to say, I was very impressed. You don't have to hang it like you do a regular bear bag. You just close it up and you attach it and hang it to a tree or some solid object. And bears cannot get in it. Animals cannot bite through this. Apparently this is bulletproof material, and it's a little heavier than some of the other bear bags, but I thought it would be really convenient to not have to hang a bear bag every night. I watched videos of, I guess they gave a fully loaded Ursack to some grizzly bears, and they could not get to the food. It was very impressive. They couldn't pull it off of the tree that it was attached to. So I'm really impressed with the Ursack. And on the, I'm gonna get some op sacks. I've got, right now I only have a small one, but I'm gonna get the larger one because I got the larger Ursack, which, and these are odor proof. So I'll have a large one to put my food in and a small one to put my garbage in, and I'll keep all this in the Ursack and tie it to a tree every night or whatever. So next I have my water system. I have the Sawyer Squeeze. I'm going to take a 64-ounce bottle. I thought about getting the platypus, but I already have plenty of these Sawyer Squeezes, so I'll just go in with that. A smart water bottle. I'll probably get a 1 liter with the flip top. Well, I'm assuming I can put that flip top on the 1 liter. I have a smart water bottle that I cut in half that I'm going to use as a scoop. And my Nalgene bottle, which I've been wavering if I should take that or not because it's pretty heavy. But I know myself, and the thing that's going to be the toughest for me is the cold. One of the tricks that I've learned is that you can fill a Nalgene bottle up with water, put it in your sleeping bag, and it will warm the bag up for you. So I decided to go ahead and take the Nalgene just because I've been out there in cold weather backpacking, and that is definitely, night is the most difficult time for me because I get unusually cold at night. So that's one of my biggest obstacles, is going to be the colder nights. But I'm determined to get through it. Next I have my foods, my kitchen here. I've got a Primus stove, which I've used quite a bit. As you can probably see how dirty it is. It's a little bit bigger. I probably could go lighter, but I don't know. I've just taken this out so much, and we've just shared so many experiences together that I just think that I'm going to just start with that. Obviously, this is my Snow Peak titanium cup and bowl, or cup and bigger cup. They're very light, and I really like it a lot. The reason I wanted a cup and a mug or bowl is because I like to make coffee as my oatmeal is warming up in the morning. So, although I have a feeling I'll probably ditch the cup later on down the road, but that's what I'm going to start with. This thing here fits on like that, so I can drink my coffee without burning my lip. And I've got one of these scrapers, which I really like a lot. They clean it, the inside, very, very well as you can get. Obviously a lighter and a little pack towel, and it'll go into this. And I'll probably attach it to the back of my bag somehow. Next I have my first aid kit and odds and ends. So I have the toilet paper, lip balm, a knife. That was my dad's knife that I'm going to bring with me. Toothbrush, toothpaste, sunscreen, hand sanitizer, which I plan on using a lot. Mosquito bug repellent, which I just put this one out. I'll probably get DEET. And I won't take that with me to begin with. I'll just wait until the bugs start coming out and grab some. And I've got, in this one, I'm going to put Tylenol, ibuprofen, or naproxen because I prefer naproxen, Imodium for diarrhea, Pyridium in case I get a urinary tract infection because I'm prone to those and they make me miserable. And there's my cat. I'm not going to be taking my cat. Eye drops because my eyes get really, really dry. I don't have those out. Benadryl, melatonin, and this is doxycycline. This is a prescription in case I'm, say, in the middle of the wilderness. I get bit by a tick. It looks like I have Lyme disease. I can start treatment right away. And doxycycline actually you can use for a lot of different types of infections. So got my doxycycline, and this is rock tape. This is what I'm primarily going to use for blisters. Rock tape is similar to KT tape. When I went to the store, this is all they had, so I thought I'd give it a try. And you can use them for all different kind of things. I have a tendency to, my IT band acts up on me a lot, which is why, oops, I forgot. These are the bands for my IT that I'm going to wear constantly. And with all the ups and downs that I'm getting ready to do, those are going to be, these will probably make or break me, my hike. I mean, if I didn't have these, I know I wouldn't be able to do the hike. They are so important. I've used them a lot on hikes, and they definitely help me to go further and prevent a lot of pain in my IT band. You can also use this if you have any types of pain like IT band, knee pain, plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendon, what else? Shin splints. You can use this for just about any kind of pain that you have. So I'm definitely going to be taking this, and I'll probably be using it a lot. So that's rock tape, and I have to take some little scissors in order to cut it. Next, I have my sleep system. I have got an REI Jewel, which I love, and it keeps me fairly warm and toasty. And I've got the Thermarest Neo XL something or another thermalite reactor, which I'll take for the beginning of the trip, and hopefully I will be able to ditch it sooner rather than later. My Eros pillow. I know what you're thinking. Why don't you use your clothes for a pillow? Well, there have been plenty of time I've tried to do that before, and then I wound up wearing all my clothes. So this is a must for me, and it's all going to go in this waterproof bag here. Well, not the Thermarest, but this and my sleeping clothes, and also have some down socks and waterproof liners from Goose Feet Gear. I've been having a hell of a time getting them. The post office just isn't cooperating, but hopefully I will have them before I start my hike in 23 days. So they're on their way, and I plan on using my Goose Feet Gear down socks to bed at night, and then I'll put the waterproof liners on and use those as my camp shoes at the beginning. So that's all I'm going to use for that. Then I have my wonderful Z-Packs duplex tent, which I love, and I've got some tape just in case something were to happen and I have to, repair. I've got the Z-Packs tent stakes, and this is just an extra stake. I only bought 8 tent stakes, and I should have bought 10, so I didn't feel like buying new ones when I have these that I can just use in an emergency, so I'm going to take 2 of those. Next I have my Z-seat, which I'm sure I'll use quite a bit. I've got my Z-Packs Arc Blast, which I've had a little bit of problems with it, but I took it to REI, and let me tell you, those guys were great. Even though it was Z-Packs, they were excited that I brought it in. They tried it on. They hadn't seen a Z-Packs before. They helped me figure out how to adjust it to where I could actually look up a little bit. And I thought I was going to have to get another backpack. So they loaded up another backpack for me, and I walked around in it, and then I walked in my fully loaded Z-Packs Arc Blast, and there was just so much improvement with the Z-Packs. It just felt so much lighter, and I figured it's not going to be perfect. As time goes on, I'm sure I'll get used to the bar that hits me in the back of my neck, and it'll just wind up being a minor inconvenience after a while. So, but I think it's going to bother me at the beginning, but whatever. I've gone through worse. And with my Arc Blast, I have the water shoulder harness, which I like a lot. I put my eye drops and my lip balm in there, as well as the hand sanitizer. I got the 2 belt pockets, which I might be able to drop one of those because I wound up getting the multi-pack as well. I also decided to go ahead and carry a pack cover. I've watched some videos of people who've carried this pack, and they've gotten water in the bottom of the pack after a while, so I thought I would start out with that, even though I do plan on putting a trash compactor bag inside my pack. I just have this fear of my stuff getting wet. And I also have my Lakey trekking poles. They have saved my life and my ankles many, many, many times. Put everything, I got into a lighter pack, and I put every single thing on there, and it turns out my base weight is 16.4, I don't know if you can see that, 16.41 pounds when everything's added up, and minus clothes I'm wearing. Oh, the other thing, I'll be taking reading glasses. I forgot to put that out there. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. I think I can probably go down in base weight a little bit as the hike goes on. So I just want to thank you for watching, and I really appreciate all the comments on some of the videos that I've done. I'm really excited to start. I can't believe it's only 23 days. The other thing I wanted to mention is some of the things I've been doing to psychologically and mentally prepare for this. I did write down Zach Davis's suggestions of, you know, why I'm hiking the thru-hike. When I successfully thru-hike the Appalachian Trail, I will blank. If I give up on the trail, I will blank. And I wrote that up. I gave it to 2 of my friends who are going to be my contacts that know me very well. And if I start getting down, I'm going to call them and they're going to talk me through it, because they know me and they know what this means to me. And I'm very fortunate to have their support. So I think that's it. And I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you on the trail.